Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to compare a $450 microphone versus a $6,000 and up microphone. This one here is the Shure SM7B. You're likely familiar with it. This one here is the Neumann U67 microphone. You might be familiar with it too, but it's actually not made anymore. Neumann is a microphone company in Germany, and they make models now that are new that sound like it. I'm going to be running both microphones through my Apollo twin interface with no extra preamps, no EQs or compressions. So we're going to kind of get a apples to apples comparison. And I'm going to be singing a section of my song, Don't Start Now. And it's the same section. So we'll be able to record a little bit here, record a little bit here, look at each one and just see what the difference is like. First up, U67.
We win, we lose, we cry, we move on. The night is darkest right before dawn. Don't have to tell me that there's nothing wrong. You got this, darling, you're flying, not falling.
Felt good. Let's get the Shure SM7B set up. All right.
You taught me how to lean into the struggle, to find the light at the end of the tunnel, to get up and carry on. And I hope that you don't fill your heart with doubt.
Funny story, actually. This song that you're listening to, Don't Start Now, I actually recorded in this studio, Panorama Studios, outside of Berlin in Germany, with Alex Sprava. He owns the studio. He's an awesome producer, and you can go check out our song. It's on Spotify. I'll leave a link in the below. The recordings are done now, so let's jump into Logic and just take a listen to both and see what's what. Okay, let's compare. If you haven't noticed by now, or you didn't know before, the U67 is a condenser microphone and the Shure SM7B is a dynamic microphone, meaning that the dynamic microphone doesn't need phantom power and the condenser microphone does. Phantom power comes automatically with this type of U67. Look at just the power, like how much more power the 67 had, because I didn't have to pump the gain so much because of the phantom power. And then the dynamic, the Shure SM7B, you really need to pump the gain to get any type of signal. And you can just see that here. I also pumped the volume fader just so we can get that they're peaking at the same values here. Let's do the 67 first. This is a dry vocal. It's not comped. There's no processing. There's nothing on the channel strip for each.
We win, we lose, we cry, we move on. The night is darkest right before dawn. Don't have to tell me that there's nothing wrong. You got this, darling, you're flying, not falling. You taught me how to lean into the struggle, to find the light at the end of the tunnel.
Let's move on right away to the SM7B so you can get the fresh ears. Listen.
We win, we lose, we cry, we move on. The night is darkest right before dawn. Don't have to tell me that there's nothing wrong.
So do a bit of a swap for each.
We win, we lose, we cry, we move on. The night is darkest right before dawn. Don't have to tell me that there's nothing wrong. You got this, darling, you're flying, not falling. You taught me how to lean into the struggle.
In my mind, the U67 definitely sounds better. I think you'd agree with that. It sounds much more clear and present, and there's just more power to it. This SM7B sounds good, but it just sounds a little bit more maybe mid-heavy, mid-low heavy, a bit muffledy almost.
We win, we lose, we cry, we move on.
Compared to this.
The night is darkest right before dawn.
Cost-wise, 6,000 minus 450, that's 550. Is that comparison what we did there worth $5,550? Maybe. It's hard to put a dollar value on any type of quality of vocal. In my case, I like the U67 better. Is it worth $5,550? Maybe not, especially if you're just starting out. This SM58 is a standard. And Keep in mind too, when you're comparing something all the time, you're likely going to have a winner all the time. If we just listen to this SM7B alone,
we win, we lose, we cry, we move on.
If we had nothing to compare to, that would sound great. I would be happy with that and I would move on. But now we have, this nice sounding.
The night is darkest right before dawn.
Ooh, now that sounds better. Okay, I want to go with that one. Oh, it costs $6,000. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll stick with this one. As always, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.